If OK Boomer was a digital assistant like OK Google, what sorts of answers would it give you to certain questions? OK Boomer. Directions to 5th and Montgomery. We don't need a map. I know where it is. Waits a minute. Oh my god, if I had a nickel for every time my grandma would flat refuse to give an address because I know where it is. It had that tree in front that got struck by lightning in '92. Okay. So it's got a big dead tree in front? Oh no. The storm knocked it down. It's where it was. Frick, this drives me crazy. I use Google Maps damn near everywhere because it reroutes based on real-time traffic. Ride in the truck with my dad and he always takes his routes. We were in a whole different state and the person Boomer driving wanted to go to a restaurant she had been to once 2+ years ago, and she insisted that my Google Maps and my friend's Apple Maps were wrong and continued getting us more lost. She kept saying, I remember it was near the library and then you have to turn onto the interstate. OK Boomer. Engineering job listings in my area. Job listings? You are just playing around on the internet. Figure out where you want to work and go down there. Ask to speak with a manager. Shake his hand. Look him in the eye and ask for a job. Didn't work. Couldn't get buzzed in through the security door. Also, the manager isn't on site and works remote from another city. Also, they don't hire directly, so you have to apply to the staffing agency first. Also, the position advertised through the staffing agency isn't really open because they've already selected someone internally and only posted it to meet regulations. You, OK Boomer. It didn't work. Couldn't get buzzed in through the security door. Also, the manager isn't on site and works remote from another city. Also, they don't hire directly, so you have to apply to the staffing agency first. Also, the position advertised through the staffing agency isn't really open because they've already selected someone internally and only posted it to meet regulations. OK Boomer. You are just making excuses. And dress smartly. I mean with a suit and tie. OK Boomer. How do I tie a tie? What are you asking me for? Do you plan to rely on me for everything for the rest of your life? You need to show more initiative and responsibility. ... This one actually got to me a little bit. Dad, can you come over and show me how to fix the water pump? My god, your generation is useless. Well, how did you learn to fix a pump? My dad showed me. OK Boomer. How's the weather today? Open the window and stick your arm out. Is it wet? That must mean it's raining. Is it cold? Put on a sweater. Try figuring out things on your own, kiddo. This is the nicest Boomer reply just cause he said kiddo. I'm in my early 20s and I use kiddo. Am I a secret Boomer? OK Boomer. What's the most effective birth control pill? The most effective birth control pill is an aspirin between your knees. Actual quote from a friend's parent. I'll never forget it. I can totally get fricked and keep an aspirin between my knees. Boomers ain't heard of doggy style? Oh, I always heard it was a nickel between the knees. ... I just realized I have neither aspirin nor nickels on hand. Well, guess I'm getting pregnant despite my tubal. Oopsie. OK Boomer. What's on TV right now? We only watch the news and Wheel of Fortune in this house. No Jeopardy? Shame. OK Boomer. Open YouTube. How? Can you show me? Always quickly followed up with, oh, I know how to use computers. I knew how before anybody else did. I'm not dumb, you know. As accusatory as possible for absolutely no reason when you fixed the problem in under 2 minutes. Or on the other hand with my dad. No mate, love. I don't even know how to switch one on. I just get my kids to do it. Here. I'll give them the phone and you can talk to them while I go back to reading the newspaper. I have the reverse conversation with my dad half the time computers pop up. He'll claim he doesn't know how computers work. And I have to remind him that he's been using them for longer than I've been alive. Okay boomer. What's the weather like? Why don't you go for a walk and see for yourself? Back in my day, we didn't even have weather. Obligatory. Walk down the driveway to school in the snow. Okay boomer. How's the weather? It's currently 26 degrees with a chance of snow in the afternoon. Hey. So much for global warming. And some trite crack at Al Gore. You got a window? Open it. Okay boomer. How can I pay for college? Write a check like I did. I once got in an online debate with my uncle about this very subject. His argument was that he worked a minimum wage job to put himself through college and support his family. So we youngsters should quit complaining. To prove my point, I calculated how many hours it would take at current minimum wage just to pay current tuition at his alma mater. And it was over 100 hours per week. He was so angry that a year and a half later he still had the date of that argument memorized and cited it as an example of my disrespectful attitude. Millennial, proves a point using math. Boomer, stop disrespecting me. I love when you prove someone wrong so decisively they have no rebuttal, but the typical boomer, don't disrespect me. Well, at least his anger proves you right. Not like my mom. When confronted with maths and facts, she goes, "You can't believe everything you read online. Your facts are wrong." Cries in multiple sources. Your great-uncle set up a table in the park and repaired bicycles one summer when he wanted money for college. After college he got a job at the lab equipment factory by giving the manager a firm handshake and bought a house in the city at age 23. I guess you kids just have other priorities these days. These days you would probably get a citation for operating without a business license. Okay boomer. Call my husband. Only if you tell me when I'm going to get grandkids. It's about time. When are you going to start finishing inside our daughter? I feel like this could be a stand-up bit. Jesus Christ. My aunt every time I visit. I'm dreading my family coming to mine for Christmas this year because of this reason. It'll be even worse this time around as we recently brought a dog. Or as they like to call it, a practice child. Okay boomer. How's the weather today? Alexa? No. You're supposed to answer me. Alexa, are you listening? I can't tell if it's listening. Do I start talking yet? I think it stopped. Directions to this address, Alexa. My dad's problem is more that he's way too fucking slow. I've literally seen an exchange that went something like this when he wanted Alexa to play Man on the Silver Mountain by Rainbow. Dad, Alexa. Alexa, starts listening. Dad, massive pause as he realizes he doesn't actually know what he wants to ask her. Alexa, sorry. I didn't catch that. Dad, Alexa. Alexa, starts listening. Dad, play me. Alexa, sorry. I didn't catch that. Dad, Alexa. Shut the frick up and listen for a sec. Alexa, sorry. I don't understand. Dad, Alexa. Alexa, starts listening. Dad, play me. Man. Alexa, starts searching for Man. Dad, on the. Alexa, sorry. I couldn't find that in your library. Wow. This is eerily accurate. Wait until you have 3 kids asking her questions all at once. My grandma has full-on conversations with Siri. Hello, Siri, what is the name of the museum in Maryland that is getting written up in the... Siri, here is a list of museums in Maryland. Grandma, Washington Post. What did she just say? Siri, what did you say? I can't stand this woman. Siri, do you want to see articles from the Washington Post? Grandma, no I would not. I would like to know the name of the museum that was written up there. Siri. Grandma, oh for heaven's sake, how do you talk to this batty woman? To be fair, Siri is fucking terrible. At least compared to Alexa. I swear Siri hasn't improved a bit in the last 5 years. Lol, this is legit my mom. Okay boomer. What time is it? What? You don't know how to read a clock? The future is doomed. The boomer answer would be, time for you to get a watch. That's a dad answer, not just limited to a certain generation. Okay boomer. Play today's hits. That is not music. Now that's not what I call music. Volume 1-2. Featuring a lawnmower at 7 a.m. An unexplained clicking in the knee. Inappropriate talk radio at an uncomfortable volume. And the hot new single, Can You Help Me Install This Email? Also included. By popular demand. That loud, obnoxious cough. A sneeze that causes a 9.8 Richter earthquake. A baby. On my flight. These great hits and many more. For the low price of 6 installments of what I think college tuition costs nowadays. Order today by calling 1-800-OK-BOOM. Okay boomer. Take me to the nearest formal sit-down place. Okay snowflake. Starting your route to Applebee's. Survivor fans love that. Okay boomer. What's the capital of Iraq? Back in my day. We looked things up in an encyclopedia. Damn millennials. So obsessed with their phones. Do you even know how to use a card catalog? Okay boomer. What's a card catalog? Why does it matter? Probably just a bunch of rubble at this point. They've been fighting for thousands of years. There's nothing that will stop them.